This is The Locker Room on News 3.
Kempsville band bringing us in tonight, and as the Friday night lights dim, only 2 weeks remain in the regular season. Welcome inside the locker room. Green Run looks to remain unbeaten, while Kempsville takes aim at keeping its impressive turnaround going. All of that coming your way in moments. But first, Peninsula District supremacy on the line tonight, and it could get pretty crowded at the top. Megan Plain spending her evening at Todd Stadium for our 7-5-7 showdown. Megan?
Crowded at the top is right, Mark, because in today's Phoebus Woodside matchup, a win by the Wolverines would mean that these two teams and Hampton would be sitting in a three-way tie for first place in the Peninsula District. And for Woodside, a win would certainly be extra special tonight as the school celebrates homecoming.
Woodside, let's go, let's go!
Plenty of homecoming spirit to go around, including the recognition of homecoming court. Of course, not the only ones looking to be crowned as Phoebus and Woodside battle it out to see who's king of their district. First Phoebus possession, this Mark Wagner pass gets him on the board and makes it a 7-0 Phantoms lead. And when I tell you the Phoebus offense cannot be stopped, they cannot be stopped. From the first touchdown to the last, it's Wagner again, this time with that deep pass to Donald Gatling, who makes one heck of a contested grab in the end zone. And how about this? 43 straight points for the Phantoms, who shut out their district foes 43-zip.
We played together through all the ups and downs. I'm telling you right now, I am truly proud to watch how we performed on that field. Now we got to get back to work. They're a well-coached team. If you look at them, they don't stop. So it felt good to come out here and perform the way that they did because we had to work and earn every second. The reality right now that we're facing is we're getting close to the playoffs, and we need to be in playoff form. So, you play tough teams down the stretch. That helps you with that.
And Coach Glenn says that in order to get themselves into playoff form, the focus moving forward is team building, execution, and tightening up the little things. With the 7-5-7 showdown, I'm Megan Plain.
All right, Megan, thanks very much. Well, of all the feel-good stories this season has provided, Kempsville is right up there. Almost 2 years to the day when the Chiefs snapping their 65-game losing streak. They've won 5 of 6 games and charging towards the postseason. Tonight, hosting Bayside, the same team Kempsville beating to snap the long skid. 12-3 at the half. Chiefs defense stepping up. Antonio Moore says, look what I found. He'll weave his way in for the TD, 19-3. Kempsville, more from Moore. Busting through the line, coming up with a big sack here. Chiefs pitching a second-half shutout and get plenty from their offense in the fourth. Noah Lee going over the top to Jalen Hall. Here's another Chiefs score, 26-3. And then the cherry on top of the sundae. Lee firing the bullet to Tyler Guidos here. Another touchdown. Kempsville going to 6-1, 33-3. Your final score. Well, still plenty more to come. Green Run takes aim at 8-0, while Oscar Smith will get to continue its dominance over Nansemond River. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
We're the Green Run cheerleaders, and you're in the locker room on News 3.
The Green Run cheerleaders, would they have a lot to cheer about tonight? We'll find out in just a second. But first, Nansemond River has become a staple in the postseason. The Warriors reaching the playoffs each of the last 7 fall years, but has not been able to conquer Oscar Smith in quite some time. Not since 2002 has Nansemond River been able to tame the Tigers. Oscar Smith up 13-0 in the first. Warrior defense trying to stop the Tigers. Antoine Legros chasing down and sacking the QB. Nice D there, but the Smith offense coming alive from there. Ethan Vasco looking left, chased right, finds an open of Viante Jones for a TD. Tigers make the conversion, go up 21-zip. To the second now. This time Vasco will use his legs. Faking the handoff so well, it tricks the cameraman. Takes it himself for another score. Oscar Smith keeps rolling, 55-13 the final. Staying in Chesapeake, Great Bridge looking to find the win column, visiting Indian River, the homecoming heroes for Indian River were sophomore quarterback Tyler Allison and Donovan Owens combining for 2 touchdowns in a quick succession after homecoming. Third quarter, the Tyler Allison to Donovan Owens connection is strong. Here the two connect for the score. Then later in the frame, Allison goes to Owens again for the TD, makes the score 35-7. Nice homecoming showing for the pair. More woes for Great Bridge there. That's Demarion Cofield piling it on. Pick 6 there with 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Indian River homecoming win there by a score of 41-7. Hey, perfect regular seasons are hard to come by. Just ask Green Run. The Stallions entering the night 3 wins shy of 10-0, a feat that has not been accomplished by the program since 1995. Tonight, Stallions playing host to Princess Anne. First quarter, already 6-0 Stallions. Lamar Law storms in to force the fumble. Zalen Stagg will fall on it back there. Leads to a TD to make it 13-0. Ensuing possession, more from the defense. Christian Parham, the pick, he'll add the 6. Green Run opens up the 20-0 lead. Later, more from the D. Cavs look to answer, but Tayon Holloway leaps and comes up with the interception. Now the second quarter, Xavier Davis, he'll air it out. Keelan Adams behind the defense and completes the 50-yard score there. Stallions roll to 8-0, 60-0 your final score. Senior night for Tallwood, but the juniors from Cox soaring high this evening. 3-0 in the first. Jordan Cooper going up top for Duncan Wilson for the score. Makes it 10-0 in favor of the Falcons. Cooper would throw his second touchdown to another junior, Dominic Tebow. 56 seconds left to go in the opening frame. 17-0 after that nice grab. Rounding off the scoring for the first half, Cooper would take it himself. He'll find the end zone after making some moves, and Tallwood will remain scoreless with the half ending 24-0. Falcons go on to win this one over the Lions 31-0. Western Branch second in Region 6A rankings, hosting Deep Creek tonight. Tied at 7, first score of a wild fourth quarter. Taquan Trotman finds a slanting Paul Billups Jr. in the end zone. Bruins up 14-7, but ensuing Deep Creek drive, thanks to a big kick return, they tie it back up in no time. Darian Seymour Jackson wants to see more points, puts 6 on the board with a tough 5-yarder, tied at 14. But Western Branch not done. Trotman throws out to Lex Claiborne and in the flat, and he'll slip the initial contact, going unimpeded into the end zone for the clinching score. Deep Creek would turn the ball over on their final drive. Bruins win 21-14. Lake Taylor up in the Richmond area facing Glen Allen, tied at 7 in the first. Titans got a spark. Terrion Washington Jacobs takes the handoff, making the moves, finding some space, and he's gone. 14-7 Lake Taylor to the second now, tied at 14. Aaron McDaniel takes it to the outside, going 7 yards for the score. 20-14, Titans back on top. Then, special teams, off the block punt. Lake Taylor scooping it up, and they will find Pater. It's going to go to overtime, but Lake Taylor escaping with a 40-34 victory. Well, still to come, more than just football going on tonight. We had some hockey over at the Scope. We're going to check in on that coming up after this. All right, thanks to the Tallwood cheerleaders. There's some other scores to pass along to you. Salem takes down Kellam tonight, 27-13. Hickory falling to Kings Fork as well. Elsewhere, we have Booker T. Washington taking down Granby, and Denby falling to Kecoughtan. Big score there by the Warriors. Well, from the field to the ice now, it's been 591 days since the Admirals playing a game, but tonight, 2021-22 season officially underway, Megan.
Oh yeah, and the new look ads team back at the Scope in front of a packed house. And how about this for a season opener? Down to the final 32 seconds of overtime, Cody Milan delivers the final blow. Norfolk trailed by 2 goals in both the second and third periods of this one tonight, but it's all about how you finish, and the Admirals open their season with a thrilling 5-4 overtime victory. Now here's a look at ODU Hoops practice, which we had a chance to stop by this week as the season quickly approaches. And we're not the only ones getting a sneak peek of the team, because tonight ODU students get an early look at Old Dominion men's and women's hoops. The 2 squads holding Monarch Hoops Fest at the Volleyball Center, showcasing their skills in a students-only event, which features a 3-point contest and half-court shootout. The women open their season November 9th against South Carolina State, with the men tipping off the following night against Virginia Wesleyan. Both openers are at home. That wraps up tonight's edition of the award-winning Locker Room Show. If you joined us late, check out the entire program on the sports page of WTKR.com.